surrounded by people from all over the place, all different cultures, religions, beliefs, on top of, you know, their sexuality, the way they like to present themselves. And I think knowing a lot of people outside of school, they don't always have the same way of thinking. Having done a couple jobs here and there, you don't always see it in the workplace. People aren't as educated.
As a stage manager, I have to shape myself to be able to communicate to different people and work to different people's needs. So if I don't understand that, so while being here, I've had to sort of learn and expose myself to all different kinds of people to make sure I'm doing my job right.
I don't think before I came to BRIT I'd even heard of drag or drag shows, and I definitely didn't expect one to be at my school.
Back in 2016, a student came and asked us whether we would be able to squeeze into the 200 plus shows that we do a year, a drag show. And we were obviously delighted at the thought of, yes, of course we would do this. This is part of our school values. This is inclusive, it's kind, it's ambitious, original and responsible. It covers all of those elements. So the drag show has grown over the last 8 years. We've seen some really magnificent developments. It's always student run and student led, and they decide what's going to be in the show. They decide how it's going to run. So it's very organic. It's really up to date with their drag scene and how they see it.
I'm the co-producer of the show. So my job started early this year, kind of September, October. I got my team together. So me and Darcy, we got James in and got Amelie in, and we started planning what the show was going to be like.
There's something really special and exciting about this show because it's only ever done once. There's only one show a year. But I think a lot of people that do know drag, they just watch it a lot. I mean, I watch it tons, but then being able to be involved in it from such an early stage as well is just so interesting and so eye-opening.
To show that drag just isn't about putting on a wig and a heels and becoming a woman. Drag is so much more. Drag is dressing up as a man in a hyper-accentuated way, or dressing up in whatever makes you feel comfortable, really. That is what drag's about. Feeling comfortable, feeling confident, feeling that power that really embeds inside you that you can only release when you're in your art form, in your true self that you display through your art of drag.
I've had conversations with people in the past about how drag is an art form where you put a mask on, you put makeup on. But I like to think of it as it's taking that off and it's being able to show what's underneath. And I think that's what it's about.
The school having a show has really allowed the school to take another level on its diversity, take a step up, because yes, the school is very diverse, but the drag show just adds another element into it because it then brings light to a whole area of a community that wasn't necessarily brought to before.
I think in a world where right now we're really fighting for equality and inclusivity, to create a space like that for one of the most diverse schools and spaces is real, and showing other people that, really, because that's how it should be done.
Like the drag show, it's a habitat for being able to express political points of view. And I mean, drag is a political art form. And what I think is really enriching is the fact that we have a girl who presents as a female queen. We have kings who present normally as men and are also presenting as men. And that's not always seen in the drag world, you know. It used to be a bit of a taboo subject. And I'm so glad that we're just so supportive of it.
It really allowed me to then push myself, push my gender identity, push my femininity, push my masculinity, and just become my true self. Who's always been inside, just never been allowed to release.
I've never felt so comfortable in this environment, and you can look around and no one is there thinking, oh, I don't know if I want to be here, I don't know if I feel safe or comfortable here, mentally or physically.
What happens when you come to BRIT is you get thrown into this completely different world of just like diversity, and I think diversity creates creativity. I think they coincide, and I think BRIT encourages you to kind of be yourself, and learn from others, and take what you've learned to better yourself.
Just be yourself. Don't care about what people are saying about you behind your back. Just really indulge in the moments of being a young child and not sit at home worrying about what's to come and about coming out and letting people know your true self. Just do it, run it, because now I've done all that and I've got past that and I've come out to everyone, and it's the biggest weight off my shoulders, and I would never have done any of that without BRIT. Without coming to BRIT, I never would have come out as early as I did. From the family that I have, BRIT showed me that I was accepted in this world, I was loved, and I can be different. Different is key. That's probably the biggest lesson I've learned from this school, is difference is key. Your uniqueness is amazing.